Marching on here with example 2, we need to identify the center, foci, vertices, and the lengths of the major and the minor axes. We're going to go fairly quick through this one. If you need some extra help, check out that first example. So the center here for this guy is going to definitely be at -3, 4. Remember to do the opposite of the values that are there. If we make ourselves a little graph then, we can go left 3 and maybe up 4. This is just a quick sketch. We need to figure out, is this thing going to be stretched, or is the major axis going to be vertical? Is it going to be horizontal? What's going to be happening? And if we take a look at A is the bigger number, or A squared here is the bigger number. A would be 10, I guess, in this case. And that's underneath the Y. That's the most important part when we're determining the direction of the major axis. So the major axis will definitely be vertical. Don't know exactly what it's going to look like. This is just a helper to remind us of what is happening visually. Now to find, so we've got the center here, so we got that. Now to find the foci and the vertices, what we need to do is identify A, B, and C. So A is just the square root of the larger number, so that would be 10. And B is the square root of the smaller number, so that would be 8. C is equal to the square root of 100 minus 64. And you can go right back to your equation because this is A squared minus B squared, and hey, those values are right there. So C in this case will be the square root of 36, which is 6. So we've got A, we've got B, and we've got C. Let's figure out, let's do the vertices to begin with here. So our vertices will be, well, definitely, let's do the major axis ones. Definitely we're going to be going up and down with A in this case. So what we can do is we can go to our center, and we know that the -3 is going to stay the same. If we're moving up and down, we don't go left or right any. So -3 will stay the same. This is, again, just finding the major axis vertices. And so we need to look at A here. What we're going to do is we're going to go up 10 from 4, so that would be 10 units this direction from 4. This would be -3 there, I think. And so then we're going to go down 10 as well from 4. So 10 plus 4 would be 14. Remember, we're going in the Y direction here because that's the way our major axis is orientated. And if we got to go from 4, we got to go down 10. So if we go from 4 down 10, that would be -6. So these are our first two vertices. We're going to switch gears just a little bit, and we're going to do the minor axis vertices next. So that's in the X direction, or the horizontal direction, which means our X value is going to change, but our Y value will stay the same. We always go right back to our center. So the Y value here is going to stay the same. The X value will change by B. So we need to go right 8 from -3. Of course, -3 plus 8 would be 5. Then we've got -3 minus 8, which would be actually -11. To figure out our foci, all we need to do is apply C in the correct direction, and we need to take into account where our center is. So for the first one, just like we kept X for the major axis up and down, we're going to keep that for the foci as well. And all we need to do is change this 4 by the amount that C is. So we're going to go up 6 from 4 and down 6. Up 6 from 4 would be 10. And then if we go down 6, that would be -2. One quick check is you can just make sure that your X value is the same if you're doing the if you have an ellipse that has the major axis that's vertical. If it's horizontal, then it'd be your Y values that would be changing. Excuse me, that would be your Y values would be the same. Pardon me, and your X values would be the ones that would change. Now we just have to identify. We've got the foci, the vertices. The major axis is just double A, which is 20. And the minor axis is double B, which in this case is just 16. We're all finished. It's all wrapped up. We found out a lot of stuff about this ellipse, and in the later examples you'll be graphing them. So just wait for those.